6 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Abdur Rafi Suhail. First, the headlines. Prime Minister says imparting education of international standard to youth is the foremost priority of the government. President has underlined the need for financial inclusion of women to turn them into a productive workforce. Finance Ministry has completed the documentation for second tranche of $500 million under rollover from Chinese commercial bank. Pakistan has made it categorically clear that its nuclear and missile program is totally secure, foolproof and under no stress or pressure whatsoever. Registration process of the Afghan refugees residing in Pakistan has been extended till 31st of this month. The first eliminator of Pakistan Super League is being played between Islamabad United and Peshawar Zalmi at Lahore tonight. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Mohammad Shehbaz Sharif says imparting education of international standard to the youth is the foremost priority of the government. He was talking to Pro-Vice Chancellor of University of London, Professor Mary Satyasani in Islamabad today. The Prime Minister said the government is providing equal opportunities to the youth of the country, and laptops are being provided to the talented youth to equip them with modern technology. The Prime Minister commended the services of Professor Mary for the promotion of higher education in Pakistan. During the meeting, Professor Mary highlighted the initiatives taken by the University of London for the promotion of higher education in Pakistan. Prime Minister Mohammad Shehbaz Sharif has expressed deep grief and sorrow over the loss of precious lives due to floods triggered by the torrential rains in Turkey. In a statement, the Prime Minister expressed solidarity with the government and people of Turkey. The Prime Minister also expressed sympathy and condolence with the bereaved families. Minister for Finance Mohammad Ishaq Dar says documentation of second disbursement of $500 million from Chinese Commercial Bank ICBC under rollover facility has been completed for the release to the State Bank of Pakistan. In a tweet, he said, the disbursement is part of the Industrial and Commercial Bank of China's approved rollover facility of $1.3 billion, which was earlier repaid by Pakistan to the bank in recent months. The rollover facility was scheduled to be disbursed in 3 installments, out of which the first one was already received. President Dr. Arif Alvi has said Pakistan direly needs financial inclusion of women to turn 50% of its population into a productive workforce. Addressing an event, BizNet 2023 in Islamabad today, he said helping women promote their business startups through information technology is the fastest route towards their empowerment. The President said financial empowerment of women and other underrepresented groups such as differently abled persons is crucial for the progress of the country. The President emphasized gender parity at the level of organizations and companies and urged them to ensure the representation in mainstream and leadership roles. Pakistan has made it categorically clear that its nuclear and missile program is totally secure, foolproof and under no stress or pressure whatsoever. The Prime Minister office in a statement today said Pakistan's nuclear and missile program is a national asset which is jealously guarded by the state. The statement was issued in wake of all the recent statements, press releases, queries and various assertions regarding Pakistan's nuclear and missile program being circulated on social and print media. The government said that the country's nuclear and missile program continues to fully serve the purpose for which this capability was developed. The Senate resumed its special commemorative session at the Parliament House in Islamabad today with Chairman Sadiq Sanjarani in the chair. The special commemorative session marks the Golden Jubilee celebrations of the Senate of Pakistan. This is Radio Pakistan. The registration process of the Afghan refugees residing in Pakistan under a campaign titled Drive has been extended till 31st of this month. Ministry of Saffron says around 1,315,000 Afghan refugees have already been verified under the document renewal and information verification exercise. Similarly, 141,676 undocumented members of registered families have also been documented, whose confirmation is in process. Currently, the validity of proof of registration card issued to Afghan refugees living in Islamabad under tripartite agreement signed among Pakistan, Afghanistan and UNHCR is up till June 30th, 2023. The Counter-Terrorism Department, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, arrested 2 terrorists of a banned outfit in Kohat today. The arrested terrorists were wanted for attacks on law enforcement agencies. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, the All Parties Hurriyat Conference has called upon the UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres to urgently intervene for settlement of the Kashmir dispute to avert a nuclear catastrophe in the South Asian region. According to Kashmir Media Service, the APHC spokesman, in a statement issued in Srinagar, warned that continued ignorance coupled with massive human rights violations by Indian occupation forces has increased the risk of devastating war in the region. Surrounded by 3 nuclear powers, Pakistan, India and China, and this war, if triggered, would have every potential to turn into a global war. A protest march was taken out in Rajouri town against anti-people policies of the Modi regime in the occupied territory. The march was led by Congress, Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir chapter president Vikar Rasool Wani and working president Raman Bhala. Meanwhile, a constable of Indian police committed suicide by shooting himself with his service rifle in Hilir area of Islamabad district. This incident raised the number of such deaths among Indian troops and police personnel to 563 in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir since January 2007. After Rahul Gandhi, Congress Rajasthan President Sukhjinder Singh Randhawa has also pointed finger at the Modi regime for orchestrating Pulwama attack to win elections. Addressing an event in the Indian state, Ranchava asked whether Modi planned the attack to contest the election. Earlier, Rahul Gandhi had also blamed the Modi government for the attack. The United Nations has welcomed the China-brokered agreement between Saudi Arabia and Iran, saying the deal represents opportunity for resolution of Yemen conflict. Briefing the Security Council, top UN envoy for Yemen, Hans Grodenberg, welcomed the Saudi-Iran agreement, saying dialogue and diplomatic ties between the 2 neighbors are important for the region and for Yemen. Meanwhile, UN spokesman Stefan Dujarric told media that deal is clearly an opportunity and climate conducive to enshrining a political path towards peace in Yemen. Punjab caretaker Chief Minister Mohsin Naqvi has urged the need to harness potential of cooperation with Pakistan and Vietnam in diverse fields, including textile, information technology, health, tourism and education. Talking to Vietnamese ambassador Mr. Nguyen Thanh Phong in Lahore today, he lauded the economic policies of Vietnam and expressed desire to learn from the expertise of Vietnam to promote tourism in Pakistan. North Korea has test-fired an intercontinental ballistic missile into its eastern waters. The launch came a day after the US and South Korean militaries began their largest joint field exercises, which Pyongyang considers hostile and a rehearsal for invasion. South Korea's Joint Chiefs of Staff said that North Korea has launched what appeared to be a banned ICBM. And now cricket. The first eliminator match of final of Pakistan Super League will be played between Islamabad United and Peshawar Zalmi at Lahore tonight. The match will start at 7 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. The second eliminator match will also be played at Lahore tomorrow. And now the headlines once again. Prime Minister says imparting education of international standard to the youth is foremost priority of the government. President has underlined the need for financial inclusion of women to turn them into a productive workforce. Finance Ministry has completed the documentation for second tranche of $500 million under rollover from Chinese commercial bank. Pakistan has made it categorically clear that its nuclear and missile program is totally secure, foolproof and under no stress or pressure whatsoever. Registration process of the Afghan refugees residing in Pakistan has been extended till 31st of this month. And the first eliminator match of Pakistan Super League is being played between Islamabad United and Peshawar Zalmi at Lahore tonight. And that is all for now. For more news and analyses, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.